What am I doing?
We're good? What are you doing?
I was asking our daughter. Me
Our-
and Randy are married. Hi, I'm Handren Seavey.
All right, well, we might as well start. Welcome to the Very Simple Podcast, episode 292 with Mr. Handren Seavey.
What's that?
I think you, Alex, you are 4 or 5 on the podcast now? What episode, how many times have you been on?
Oh, this might be 4. Yeah.
Okay, because I've done yours a couple times, so we always have a fun time doing it. So I was like, let me get my other homie from Boston back on the air, and he's got his daughter here. We'll call her Blanket.
Yeah, that's good. Equally as ridiculous of a name what we chose.
No, I think Wild works. They always talk about the Hollywood names: Apple, Blanket, fucking. I don't even know how you pronounce Elon Musk's child's name.
Zic2 or something.
X-Ash.
X-Ash, yeah. That's
How is it legal to name it symbols? Because I know there's certain names you can't use. Like you can't name your kid Adolf Hitler. You can't name him "fuck you." You know, like there's certain things but
they have to choose that on their own as they get older. You
they
can't
transition to Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, can you change your name to Hitler?
That's I know in Germany you can't.
Listeners, write in if anybody was willing to try that.
This is the second episode in a row that we've had a Hitler reference.
Nice.
You know, I try to keep it current for the alt right.
Well, it seems
it's a big audience, and they don't have a lot of outlets.
It's half the country is Nazis. I don't know if you knew that.
Half the country, huh?
According to the other half.
I guess it's all perspective.
And that goes either way. That goes either way. Both sides think the other half of the country are Nazis.
I wonder why they reference Nazis so much.
It's a real popular one. There's no real sympathizers except for the Nazis. You know what I mean? Like nobody can call you
there's
racist.
Other bad groups in the past,
but they're brown people, and you can't,
or yellow, right? I mean, Genghis Khan, Genghis, however you say it.
You know, nobody really.
I guess it's people of color. You can't say yellow people anymore. It's
I don't think so. I
might have just been canceled right now.
It's fine.
It doesn't matter. I have to have a career to cancel me.
It's better, yeah. And also, I'd rather get canceled by China now than wait until they're our overlords.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, apparently, speaking of fucking World War III, Russia's about to roll over into Ukraine.
Yeah, that's what they keep saying. I think that's more the U.S. wants. They need a good war going. We just lost a good 20-year war, and we need profits are down.
We're not going to win that one.
It's not about winning. It's not about winning. What is
I guess
it?
It's true. It's money. Yeah.
All these past wars, it was never about winning. Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan.
But the win makes you look good.
Again, they don't give a shit how they look. It's about making money.
It's a good point. It's a fair point.
We need dead bodies to make money. And we've been lacking in dead bodies lately, and that's one thing America produces well is dead bodies.
Oh, I wonder, do they have stats on that? Because they don't like
on how many people
I kind of wish like in action movies they would put like the kill count in the bottom right corner.
Yeah,
and I kind of wish instead of running like the COVID death count, CNN and Fox News should run how many people the United States has killed.
Now we're talking just foreign, just outside the U.S., just our military.
Yeah, well, I guess you could have domestic and foreign, but I would focus on foreign. So since 1776, including the South, because they were, let's be honest, treasonous. How many people has the United States killed? It's got to be in the hundreds of millions at this point.
I was going to say I would guess up above 50 million.
Oh yeah, dude, we must have done that much damage in World War II alone, no?
No.
Well, I guess the Russians lost 25 million, but they were on our side technically.
Yeah, and I mean, you think like Germans, I think it was only like 3 million or something.
Really?
Died, yeah.
I feel like war numbers have been going down, and it's kind of depressing. Like a big body, you're not getting the big body counts you used to get.
Well, you don't throw masses of people at each other anymore, where they're just like, send more. They have 150,000.
The less people, the better. Let's just start rubbing them out.
Well, hey, that's what the robots are here for.
Do you think they're going to take over?
I think we'll destroy each other before the robots get a chance to.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I don't think we're good because it would be if we had good robots, we might be able to do some productive things, but we can't do anything productive anymore.
No, we're just trying to fuck them. That's basically the main goal of robot making that we're trying to get to.
All technology is, I mean, like look at the internet. It is to this day a third of all internet traffic is pornography.
Yeah, it's fueled by semen. Most innovation is fueled by semen. Think about like cars want to fuck in them, computers want to watch sex on it, robots want to fuck them.
Well, I mean, I've always maintained every bridge that was built and a skyscraper built with some
was
guy
to get the
trying to
pussy on the other
Yeah,
side.
exactly.
Yeah.
Get some money, get some action. I don't know, man. But how's it being Mr. Mom? You got the baby here?
You know, I don't know what fucking women were complaining about.
Look. You know, two fucking guys on microphones is ripe for inappropriate things to be said.
Come at me.
I know, but I agree with that.
Stay-at-home father. I stay at home during the day, and then I go out, for sets and stuff at night.
Yeah, but I feel like women complain about it. But if you think about it, what could be a better job than hanging out with the kids that you wanted? I mean, I assume you wanted that kid.
Yeah.
So of course you would want to spend time with it. It's like getting a puppy and then not fucking playing with it.
Sure.
Like I would want to stay home and play with the puppy. That seems like a better deal than going out and making the bread.
It is. I will say it is. It is a difficult job.
It's exhausting,
on the line
of
of all jobs, it's not
exhausting.
Super easy, but it's not. I've worked landscaping. That's
what I'm saying. You're not picking oranges.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not. Over in Germany getting ready to go fight some Ruskies. That might be harder.
Oh my God, a lot harder. So what's your typical routine with the baby with the day?
Well, we wake up, we cruise the dark web for about 2 hours, looking at popular
to find fentanyl.
Well, no, just trying to keep her clear of any baby blood catchers. Because they're out there and they're coming at you in different ways every day. So we keep up on the blogs.
That's one of my favorite, the lizard people. It really kind of strikes a chord with me.
Yeah, and we're in Hollywood too, so I got to know what doctors I can bring her to and what doctors I can't because they're after her adrenochrome. So we do that for like 2 hours, and then she usually needs a nap. So I take a lot of walks with her, usually 2 walks a day.
Okay, so she like sleeping through the night and shit, or is she just fucking with you?
She's up and down and up and down. I mean, she doesn't wake up for a crazy amount of time, but she'll wake up sometimes like once an hour, just kind of gently wake herself up and need to be like put back down. For the most part, I don't wake up for that shit. We're all sleeping in one bed right now, but by the time I had,
do you not worry about that?
No. It's a big bed, one, plenty of room. 2,
but do you have like a little fort built around so you don't roll over?
No, you don't. Just don't do it.
What do you mean you don't do it? I'm a heavy sleeper, man. If I had a kid, it's probably why I don't have any kids. I'll fucking roll over and suffocate them. But I also wouldn't have them in my bed.
It's one of those genetic things. Like you just don't fucking do it. You'd notice instantly.
I guess that's true. I haven't rolled over on a dog and killed it.
Yeah.
I've slept with dogs in bed.
Yeah. And also there's like a dog that's like, you roll over me every day.
Yeah, they'll bark on you. Do you and your wife make love with the baby in the bed?
Yep, all the time. Only when she's awake.
So you try to teach her early?
I was gonna say the other thing. I'm sleeping because like I'm doing sets until probably 1, 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Go to bed, waking up at 6:30 with her, and so I am fucking out. I don't move when I fall asleep. I just like as soon as my head hits the pillow. Half the time lately, I've barely made it to the bed. I sit down on the couch when I get home, and then I will come to 4 hours later.
All right.
And it was like just active fucking sitting down. My wife wakes up more and helps put her down. But the walks that I've been taking, dude, let's see what I got today. I only took 1 so far today, but show you the weekly summary.
So is this how you put her down to sleep?
Yeah, I'll take like 2 2-hour walks a day. Last week, walked 90 miles. Did fucking cool 90.
If that doesn't say dad mode, I don't know what does.
Booyah.
Your new form of exercise is getting steps with the baby.
Yeah, it's like walking around with a weight vest on.
She's that heavy?
She's like 20 pounds.
A little watermelon?
Yeah, 20, 25 pounds.
Now, were you homeschooled?
For a couple years.
We talked about that a little bit before.
For like 3 or 3.5 years I was.
What are you going to do about the education for this little one? Are you going to homeschool it? Because I got to be honest. Look, you might, if your parent's a good teacher, it might work out. But I've tended to realize homeschool kids are a little fucking weird.
The thing is,
present company included.
No, for sure, I am. The thing about school, I think, is it's a socialization and getting to know other people and getting to learn how to read other people. Because some of the homeschool people I knew, like, would just be like, "Oh, this is a cool guy," and you're like, "Hey, that's a psychopath. Don't go with that." And they just didn't grow up with socializing.
It kind of almost puts them on the spectrum.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I think
they're like trained onto the spectrum. I don't even know if that's possible.
Or they're like just not dumbed into society, I think. It's like a thing left out feral on its own to not meet other people, and then you bring it in, and it's like, all of these norms and rituals you do seem weird.
Yeah. So how many years were you homeschooled?
I think 3.5.
Okay. And where on the spectrum are you?
Right above retarded, right below any sort of genius that will help. You know what I mean? Like, those people who are like
Rain Man?
Yeah. Except like I just guess numbers and it's always wrong, but I compulsively do it.
That's a really lazy fucking name for a fucking condition too, the spectrum.
The spectrum. Well, you know what?
You can go any way with that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like it like by definition.
Somebody asked me why.
Don't you want like a precise diagnosis of a disease? Like you have, prostate cancer. Like saying, yeah, you have some sort of cancer, maybe it's not a diagnosis. The spectrum. I feel like do they have like a measuring stick in there or like a little thermometer?
Oh, I know they love numbers, so they must.
They must be able to measure somehow.
Yeah, really like to narrow it down. That's why there's a spectrum. They just kept adding in numbers. I don't know. Some of it seems like it's a catch-all for like just some fucking weird people sometimes. Like the range of like Asperger's all the way to like somebody who doesn't want to be touched or anything.
Yeah, it's like completely non-functioning.
Yeah, and you go, really? That's all the same thing? Those are all the same thing?
Yeah. Well, that's why I call it. Like, I mean, obviously, I believe that people have different spectrum personality disorders or mental disorders. But
I don't. I think it's all made up. They're all acting.
It's just like the birds aren't real. Have you heard about this fucking movement?
Oh yeah. I like that one.
I actually think it's pretty genius.
Mm-hmm.
Because so for those that don't know, there's a guy out there. I forget his name. I just listened to some news broadcast about him or something like that. They got AM radio on in my car.
Nice.
Driving for Uber. I'm settling into
just put on hardcore right wing AM conspiracy radio.
Mainstream media is not giving me the facts that I want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to go somewhere else to get the facts I want to hear.
Yeah, and that is a studio in Van Nuys where a guy is just shouting out to the valley.
No, but apparently some college kid. He was in college at the time. Was like witnessing some like horrible. Anti-abortion clinic rally, like near his campus. He was like trying to walk through, and they had like pictures. He was saying it was pretty gross. It had like pictures of like partially aborted fetuses and all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty gruesome, and kind of threw him off. So he grabbed one of their signs and flipped it over. It was just empty, and he just wrote on it, "Birds aren't real," and then started to scream and proselytize about how birds are just basically are not real animals. They're government spies. They're cameras. They're electronic, and they're drones out to spy on everybody.
I believe that.
And honestly, it like took off.
Prove him wrong.
I know, right? Well, that's the thing. It took off as satire.
It took off like a flock of birds.
I know. There you go.
Flew.
But he didn't break character on it at all. Until like an interview recently, he was like 4 years into this thing.
Alex Jones started the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just all a ruse.
I'm with you. I think a lot of them are just selling their merch and whatever sells.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think they have any belief in anything they say. Yeah. But this kid started this movement, and now people are using it like to counter protest as a joke. So it's kind of like a big Stephen Colbert, like the Colbert Report, but come to life.
Yeah.
Of people marching saying this stuff, but it's gotten so popular that some people, even on the alt-right, are now believing it is a real conspiracy.
Nice.
So it's tipped over to being satire, to actually being so ridiculous that people believe it.
Yeah, I mean, why not? The earth is flat and fucking no birds are flying. It seems incredibly plausible. And also, this is how it will become slightly real, is they probably have bird drones. Or working on drones.
Well, they have those little ones that we all see you can get in the mall.
Yeah, but I'm saying ones that
look
like a bird, so they can then like blend in and use them as spy shit. So they'll have ones that will prove people's theories already.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about technology, and we're talking about World War III. I don't think the next World War is going to be fought with missiles and guns.
You think it's going to be fought with fake birds?
I think it's going to be the metaverse, my friend.
Ugh.
I think we're going to go ahead and...
Boring.
I know, right?
Nobody wants that. Only nerds who are on the spectrum and have trouble meeting people in real life.
No, but it'll be things like they'll cut power, the fucking, they'll disrupt your internet stuff, shit like that. But there's going to be war in the metaverse, right? Because if the metaverse is supposed to imitate real life, which is why the fuck would you want to?
Well, there was that one story where some lady said she got assaulted.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, a woman said she got sexually assaulted in the metaverse. And
it's like, what's the metaverse for? If not
that therein lies my point, Handren.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. We've all played video games, right? We've played Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
right?
The first thing
you don't go looking for a girlfriend to make sweet love to her. You shoot a hooker in the head and rob a bank because you can't do that in real life. The point of virtual reality is to do things you cannot do in reality.
You know why I want to go play this video game? Because it has all the same laws and restrictions as my life does right now.
It's just as horrible as my day-to-day existence. I want to do that again, but in shittier pixelated graphics.
Go be me with none of the tactical sensations. That's what I would like.
Well, that's what's going to come next. They're going to put the VR headset on you and a fleshlight on your cock, and that's what's going on in the metaverse next.
Now we're talking. Now that I can see it's
got to be pretty easy to do that.
What else? Like, I saw like an ad where it's like, what's his name there?
Zuckerberg.
And
Zuckles?
he's like hanging out with people, and they're like, you can meet your friends in here. And I was like, all of what you're describing right now, I don't want to do in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to go do that in
with a giraffe head on. Like, why the fuck would you want to do that? It's like, hey, look at this art, snooze.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the sex?
Grab coffee with
friends.
Where's
the drugs? You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Violence. I want all the things that make you hard.
Or to fly, or jump off, be able to cut a limb off.
Something cool. Go somewhere you can't go.
Could I kill myself in the metaverse? I would do that
every
every day. I would log on just for peace of mind. And go, oh, there we go. Every day I do it once in the metaverse, so I don't do it in real life.
Once though in the metaverse, will it be so real, so lifelike you can only kill yourself once in the metaverse? So if you kill yourself in the metaverse, you can't go back into the metaverse.
Ooh, I like that too. Only way out. Only way out of the metaverse. Got to kill yourself in there. I like the Matrix a lot.
Yeah, but you'll be judged.
Rape. Sorry. Go on.
That's the thing. If you kill yourself in the metaverse, in real life, you'll be judged as if you committed suicide. So people will look down upon you. I wonder if you get any like.
Not in today's age. You get applauded for that out here in these streets. Just tell people.
Yeah, I'm like Donald Trump, man. I applaud the guy. I applaud the people who fully do it.
Yeah,
you know, they're the real winners. Yeah. I don't like losers like Donald Trump said.
Yeah,
fucking guy. I don't know, man. I feel like the metaverse. I thought we get to sex robots before we get to virtual fucking. But now I think we're on the other side of that. I think they're going to attach a haptic suit with a cock ring, and you're going to get the VR glasses, and we're gonna, and that's how the first virtual sex is going to be had. It's not going to be fucking robots.
You really got to like have a lockdown on your room if you're going to be doing that versus the sex robot.
It's got to be getting caught jerking off in the metaverse is going to be real.
4 people just watching you.
Because they have those videos all over, YouTube and the internet now. People, in fucking around with VR and like breaking their TV because they're swinging a racket or whatever.
Yeah.
Could you imagine walking into somebody's living room and they're in their VR jerk off session, and the way they're running around the living room playing with themselves?
I would, you'd wonder if
that's how they're gonna catch me dead. I think in the VR suit.
You think what maybe? I mean, hopefully, yeah. We all hope. I think if you
like
die,
David Carradine hanging in the closet with a belt around my neck.
If you die in real life while in the VR, maybe your consciousness, you'll just stay in the VR.
That would seem horrible. Because so far the metaverse seems way fucking more lame than the real world. And the real world's nothing to brag about. Let's be honest here, folks. But like you said, if you
but at least here I can feel death. Nothing good for that in the metaverse.
Yeah, nothing good for that. Yeah. Would you like invest in any of these NFTs? You into any of this bullshit?
No. I look at it here and there. I wonder about it, but it seems like so much time to get into, and I just do not have the time to fucking figure it out where I wouldn't feel like I'm making a really dumb move with any money. I have like $1. I got $1 in Bitcoin from a guy for a tip one time, and I worked at this juice place, and I've just watched
How the fuck did you get it? What did he hand you? Like a QR code? What?
Yeah, he just I have like a digital wallet, like a.
Oh, you're already fucked up, dude.
Some app.
You already. I'm already upset. My credit card company knows what I'm up to. I don't put anything in the wallet, in the digital wallet.
Edge. That's what it is. And
that's how I masturbate. Edging.
Yeah. And this is pretty much accomplished the same thing. Let's see what it's at right now. Oh, wow. So over the past, I got this maybe 3 years ago. He gave me $1 in Bitcoin. I don't know how it works. Basically, a U.S. dollar worth of Bitcoin.
A fragment of a Bitcoin.
Yeah. And it had gone all the way up to about 360 or something, mid, pandemic, riots, whatever was causing.
Whatever pumped up the inflation.
Yeah, George Soros. And now it's back down to $1.08. We're at $1.08 after all that up and down.
I know. See. I don't get. I got it. Listen. I was in finance before, and I probably should know more about this stuff. I just don't. I feel like the NFT thing is. I think crypto will last a little bit longer. The NFT craze, I think, has gotten way because people are just making NFTs to say they have an NFT. Like
totally.
Like you should buy this. Why? Because the price of it's going up.
Yeah.
It's like that's not a reason to buy something. It has to have some sort of other actual fucking value. I mean, how many people are in the metaverse right now? 30,000. I know they're like, by the end of the decade, it'll be all 3 fucking billion people on this side of the hemisphere. It's like, well.
And they're like, how do you know that? And they're like, well, we put it in the vaccine.
Yeah, right.
You're going to be in there.
You're not going to have a choice like everything else. We're going to mandate you go into the fucking metaverse and pay your taxes in Bitcoin. But I do think, like, if I'm trying to figure out, is there a way I can scheme to get, if you get in early enough on the Ponzi scheme, you can make some money. And that's essentially what the NFT system is.
Totally.
So I'm trying to figure out, is there something I can sell in NFT version to reap some of these benefits? Because some asshole kid just took a picture of himself for 2 years in a row, sold those as NFTs, made $1.1 million.
Yeah, and if you start that now in 2 years, the whole craze might be done with.
That's what I'm saying. What else can I sell that I already have? Thankfully, I've been taking a picture of my asshole every day for 2 years.
That's good. Yeah, has it fluctuated along with Bitcoin?
A lot more than that. Are you kidding me? I haven't seen my asshole since never. Actually, God knows what's going on back there. It's a war zone.
I was looking at mine the other day.
In a hot yoga class, you do it nude.
I had to look at my ass.
It's not sexual harassment.
Well, that hot yoga, I just have the person behind me check it out. My ass cheeks, because of the underwear I was wearing, were pushed just a little bit more together than usual.
Excuse me? What were you wearing, like shrink wrap for underwear?
No, it's actually Sheath. Brought to you by Sheath. Use promo code BLOW. Is that it?
I don't know.
No, you guys aren't
no.
They're not
Sheath,
a sponsor.
Reach out, please.
Yeah, reach out to us. Nice legs. Look at those bad boys.
Yeah, I took a little shit last week because people saw my ankles and said my pants are too short.
Oh, I hope they like these, baby.
I mean, you can almost see a nut.
Yeah. But you can't, thanks to Sheath underwear. No, they're like boxer briefs, but they have a fucking little sack for your sack, like an extra pouch, and you put your balls in there. But they were like a little tighter, boxer brief, and so it's just pushing my ass a little more together than normal, and on a walk, and so right at the edge of the ass cheeks, they were just kind of gently, just barely rubbing together for like an hour and a half.
Some chafing.
Significant chafing. By the time I got back, it just and then I took a shower, and there was just like these 2 little lines of just stinging. So I had to check them out, see what's going on back there. You know what I mean?
How's everything going back there?
Oh, it's terrible. It's a fucking mess. Everything's fine now. We got it back together. But there was a day there where I was just like, this hurts like a motherfucker. And I tried some of her diaper cream. That shit no wonder she cries.
It's got like it's like talcum powder or something?
Yeah, no, you don't use that for babies anymore. Apparently, that gave them cancer.
I mean,
no, it's like a cream like that you put on their butt when they have diaper
preparation
rash.
H kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. No, because
Do you use all natural stuff? Is that like a little vegan baby over there?
No. She's already had a lot of brisket, steak, bacon. My wife's vegetarian.
I know you're an outdoorsy guy or main guy. Don't let his politics fool you. He is a liberal. I mean, but are you raising her like au naturel? Or are you pretty contemporary with the style you're going with?
I mean, for the most part, we just eat. My wife's vegetarian. I eat meat. It's mostly just a lot of homemade stuff. Now that she's eating, we've been like giving her everything that we eat. Just to try little things here and there, so she gets like a wide palate. But I don't do like she's on breast milk still. We don't do formula.
How long do they stay on that?
I gotta get out of here and go suck on my mom's titty. I think till they start. It's up to you. Some people go crazy late, but I think once they can ask for it, that's definitely maybe a little too late. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It seems daunting. Especially being a comedian. I feel like that would be nerve-wracking to worry about the future of a child when you're doing something so speculative and
meaningless.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think about it like that. And I say, hey.
She was faster than my stupid face walking in. Oh,
hello.
You want to come talk? You got any advice? I'm sure whatever you moan is going to be more interesting than what I say. There you go.
This is probably, if we put her on camera, it'd probably be evidence for like Child Protective Services to take.
You know what? If they listen to this podcast, they would think probably so.
Yeah, they would be like that.
I've said a lot of egregious things. Yeah. I kind of go with the flood the zone.
Pelosi would show up and take her. You can't have her.
Yeah, Pelosi and Gavin Newsom. Isn't that like her nephew?
Yeah, no, they're all related. Yeah.
I guess that's a good point. Very incestuous.
I think I heard something that other than Schwarzenegger, there's been 4 families that have that have been the leader of somebody from one of those families has been the governor of California for the past like 50 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, because there's like the Grays, the Davises, the Newsoms, and somebody else. But
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked a little politics last week with Alex. It's totally corrupt. It's over. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. It's a grab bag at this point. The people in politics, it's get money out to try and get as much money for yourself.
Yeah, which is odd. You have to have a lot of money to get in the first place. I feel like if you have enough money to become a senator, why bother?
Oh, because you have no other skills. You have no other skills. You have no other way of making money for yourself, even though you're for a rich family. But if you go, most of them have gone into whatever their family business is and fucked up in some way. And so then they go to the out.
Yeah.
The out is run for Senate. Just go run for Senate. Like you can literally fuck up for your entire career and just keep getting elected. It's great.
Pretty amazing.
It's the American dream.
It begs the question as to why more comics aren't senators.
Well,
I mean, they're all fuck ups in some way.
Yeah,
seems to be a prerequisite for the job.
I think 2 things. One, lack of family money.
Yep.
There are some comics that are like that, but they are usually not good.
Yeah.
And
I think laziness too. You have to give a shit.
Yeah.
And giving a shit's not high on the list of traits of comedians, I feel like.
Yeah, laziness, inability to take shit. I think a lot of a lot of politicians can
take
just
orders,
suck it up and smile and go like, yeah, totally, and like then just do the opposite of that anyway. But like, comics, would you call out the bullshit, and it's like, no, you can't call it out. You just have to pretend
it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I've had enough of it, but anyway, fucking big weekend, Super Bowl. But more importantly, today we're taping on Valentine's Day.
V-Day.
So what are you doing for the missus? Mrs. Handren Seavey.
Woke up and anal.
By the way, did she take... That was your present. You got that first. So you do me, but I'll do you first, and then you do me.
Mm-hmm.
What, did she take your last name, or did she hyphenate her name too?
No, she has not changed her name.
And what name does the child have?
Seavey, just Seavey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you ditched the Handren.
Yeah, well, because I'm changing mine to just Handren Seavey, legally.
Oh, you are legally?
Yeah.
Why is that? You don't like...
Because fuck it, yeah.
Because fuck it?
Yeah, just dive in all the way.
All right. And why? And Handren is what, your mother's maiden name?
Yeah.
So you just gave her your father's name. Is your mother a little perturbed by this?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't care so much because
she's a bitch and you don't talk to her?
No, she's great, but it's this whole they were like, it's feminist. It has just made hyphenated names are stupid. It has made a difficult and challenging life. I'm doing what she should have done.
Oh, it gave you a tough time.
Yeah, I hated it.
Because I feel like I feel like it's very popular right now. You see in a lot of NFL and NBA games, a lot of hyphenated names running around out there.
Mm-hmm. It's stupid.
It is kind of stupid.
Yeah, it is. It's just pick a fucking name.
It also could have just been your middle name. A lot of people do that.
That's true. Yeah, totally do that. Also, most standard forms, tests, SATs, fucking DMV.
How do you fill out the little boxes with it? There's no dash.
It's always been fucked. Every bank card I've ever gotten, it's been a different combo of it somehow. They've never got it right. The hyphen is half the time not even a thing that's available.
That's what I'm saying. You can't get a hyphen on it.
Yeah.
She agrees.
Yeah.
She agrees. So what are you doing for the missus besides anal?
No, we woke up, had some flowers, cupcakes, card, little setup for her.
Early.
Yeah.
Look
Well,
at you.
she might end up going to
know.
bed. She goes to bed usually with her around like 7 o'clock. So depends on how late we're even up tonight.
7 p.m. Wow. What time does she get up? Is she like a fucking? She work at a farm or some shit?
Same thing between I would say 5:30 and 6:30 when she wakes up. We all wake up then. She gets enough sleep is what she does.
Okay.
I fucking stay out until 1 in the morning doing comedy and don't get enough sleep at all.
Gotcha.
Although she would disagree with that, and I will give her that. She wakes up more when the baby wakes up. So
she takes the overnight.
Yeah.
So you got it done early. I didn't know you were such a romantic guy, dude.
I mean, it's I barely, the bare minimum of holding a relationship together. But I guess that's odd for you to hear.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Some years ago, this would have been probably 2 girlfriends ago.
Mm-hmm.
I just decided I don't do the typical celebration.
You went that way.
I don't do anniversaries.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do Valentine's Day. I mean, like on it, like I'll do something nice for you, but it's it doesn't have to be today.
You hear that, ladies? He'll do something nice for you.
Every once in a while.
I'll fucking throw you a bone every once in a while. I'll bring you home a cannoli.
No, but I just look. Going out on Valentine's Day, everything's overcharged, and I feel like it's a little. The idea that it's forced, it's like a forced apology. It's not really an apology. Like if you really loved your girlfriend, you bring her fucking chocolates because you saw some chocolates she might like, and hand it. And like, I thought you might like these. You don't fucking like, I got to go run down to CVS and get a fucking card.
Yeah.
Seems kind of silly. And the anniversary, I don't do either. I don't do the anniversary.
Well, hey, you don't have those anymore, so luckily for you don't got to worry about that one. Yeah.
Maybe that's why I have such a tough time. But no, like I said, I just think it's a little forced. But
it's a little weird that when
did you ever do like when you were a kid, like to try and get a girl on Valentine's Day?
No.
Like when you're like middle school, like you hand the girl the Valentine?
No, I was like, today's not.
Well, I guess you did and you were homeschooled. Unless you were handing it to your mom, which would be really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Although in Maine, that might be more
I had a
normal
cute cousin down the road.
And she was a second cousin, so that's legal.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I feel like trying to use Valentine's Day as the day to shoot your shot is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because then what if the worst thing happened? You end up with Valentine's Day as your anniversary. That would fucking blow.
That actually, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Or you die twice every year.
Yeah, that's true if you forget.
Yeah, if you forget or
Who the fuck forgets Valentine's Day, though? Especially nowadays with all these goddamn memes and shit. That's how I get all my news, by the way.
Memes?
I don't know something happened unless a meme account makes a joke about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I find out people die.
Nice.
That's how I found out Alec Baldwin shot somebody.
Nice.
It's a good. It's actually faster than actually reading the news. Takes NBC a little while to put up an article.
Yeah.
Takes a meme account 30 fucking seconds to make jokes.
You're making a good argument for picture books. Bring back the picture books. All these words getting in the way. I'm not any better. I don't read either, but I listen to podcasts.
I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
A lot of podcasts. A lot of Sam Harris. He's a good one.
I've heard him on others. I've never listened to his.
I enjoy him. Joe Rogan, big fan.
Definitely listen to anybody who's against Rogan. I hate that fascist pick. No. Yeah, no, I listen to him. Although apparently he, they're saying he might be the new terrorist. That was something that Homeland Security said.
Homeland Security chimed in on this shit?
And they didn't mention him specifically, but you saw the picture they're trying to paint. They said the biggest terror threat in the U.S. now is misinformation being spread online through podcasts and YouTube channels. And you're like, are you gonna kill him? Are you guys gonna kill him?
I know. This is how it starts. I mean, like, like I said, the guy was the host of Fear Factor. I don't know how serious you can take that.
Yeah.
But I wondered, does the FTC, which is like traditional radio, can you say the N-word on traditional radio?
Is it FTC or FCC?
The FCC, sorry, Federal Trade Commission, sorry, FCC.
Yeah.
The FCC obviously can't say fuck on the radio.
Correct.
Say it on a podcast.
Right.
Would he have been in trouble if he said the N-word on a radio station? I mean, obviously he could have been in trouble, with society. But would he be breaking FCC regulations if he said that?
Only if it was after the George Floyd riots. I think before that it was fine.
Before that it was fine.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I assume, like, definitely, there was a year when that changed, when that might be considered, although, it mixes because they have it in music and they don't bleep it out on terrestrial radio.
That's the thing. So I wonder, like, could the government actually silence Joe Rogan if he was on a traditional media platform? That's what I'm wondering.
Possibly, yeah.
Like the Department of Homeland Security's commented on this guy or whatever the fuck. Like they'll really have a leg to stand on. He hasn't killed anybody.
Yeah. Yes, he has. He has led to the deaths of thousands of people.
Well, led to deaths. I mean, if we're gonna go by that measure, then every banker, every tobacco executive.
Hey! I don't stand with this. I don't stand with this. Corporate America, I'm on your side.
I mean, if we're gonna start painting people with what they led to.
Yeah.
I think there's some other, no one in the Sackler family seems to be going to prison right now.
No.
And they killed 500,000 people in the last 10 years directly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand, and thousands by the day. So I don't understand how he's the one that is the biggest. They're making him into Stalin.
Yeah.
You notice I stayed away from Hitler because I don't want to go for a third reference.
But it's not even that, because he's not like it's not. It's like not a. It's telling people you are too stupid to hear things. And there's things that your stupid head will hear and it'll fucking believe it. And we smarter and know more than you, so you can't listen to stupid things. And regardless of it is, who decides what's stupid and what's, facts or anything like that, they're just basically
I like
saying,
the air quote on facts.
Well, half the shit, dude, I get shit fact checked that I'm like, it's like this fact checkers. I was like, I want to meet these people because if they didn't know that was a fucking joke, what are they doing?
Oh, yeah,
checking anything?
Yeah, exactly. TikTok.
But it's because it's not. The idea that it's Rogan is just the fact that he's the guy in that position right now. It really, by this time, it could have been anybody who had this sort of independence through, podcasting or whatever, to become this big, and then has juxtaposed positions to what the mainstream narrative is. And so it could be anybody, but basically they're saying we've gotten to a point with the free flow of information that we don't think you should be able to hear things we don't want you to hear. And so we're going to start reining that in.
On the one hand, they do have a good argument, though, because people are fucking retarded.
Yeah, and we've always allowed that to.
And I know you're not supposed to say that, but like retarded in the sense that like they can't see, like their mechanisms for truth telling are broken. Like any machine, if you go up the works, like they cannot seem to distinguish satire from fact, from a statement of fact. They can't seem to separate
and that soon one
science
day,
from opinion. Like it's all out of whack.
Will lead to their death, and that's how this has always worked.
That's a good point.
You just let stupid people be stupid until it fucking,
We've gotten good at saving stupid people.
Yeah, and look where we're at.
Too good.
Look where we've ended up saving fucking stupid people for the past 50 years. Wow, was that a bad idea?
Yeah, once we started child protecting everything, once all the natural predators were gone, I've said that before. I forget who was on the podcast a few years back, but I said I feel like there should be bears and wolves still roaming the street to pick off the weak.
Get the weak. There will be out here. I mean, there's coyotes and
coyotes are coming down.
Large gay men with dresses on,
and steal dildos, beating people to death.
They roam the streets here. So. We're in East Hollywood, if anybody is interested. But yeah,
like if you're going over to your friend's house at night and there are wolves and you make it over, it really shows you care about that friend. Your girl will appreciate it if you come over because you got to outrun a bear to get there. Solve the homeless problem. I mean, within weeks, over.
I gotta go homeless. Homeless versus bears. I go homeless.
You know what? You might be right because homeless, they're survivors. If nothing else, they survive.
They'll let them eat one that will give them some parasite,
they'll feed it, and then they'll tame them and stick them on us.
Or that too. Yeah,
there
they
you
could
go.
have.
That's how.
Or they'll just get them hooked on drugs too, and then you got fucking homeless bears just out there. Sleeping, not even being grizzly-ish.
Could you give a bear PCP? Could we film that?
I can make some calls. I want to see that as well. I do.
Would it affect them though? I mean, they are mammals. Would it affect their brain chemistry the way it affects ours?
I don't know. Great question. Yeah, it's got to, because I think that's just
bears can get high, right? I mean, I feel like any mammal can get stoned. Like if I blew weed smoke in a bear's face, eventually get stoned.
Yeah, for sure. The trouble is getting him to sit there long enough.
Getting me to get close enough to do that. How many? Shit, you probably have to give like 2,000 milligrams to get a bear real fucked up. Throw an edible at it.
Maybe, although their tolerance might be so low that they would feel it off a little.
Why don't they have that? We should do that in the metaverse. Fuck all this other bullshit. Can we simulate
again
animals on drugs?
Can't get them to put the goggles on.
No, I want to put the goggles on and see what a bear on drugs is like.
I know, but you got to get the bear in there too. So you got to get a bear.
Dude, they have been putting cows with fucking VR goggles on and simulating like a bigger field so they produce more milk, and it works.
Great.
It works.
Great. Yeah.
Cow VR, dude.
Oh, they're fucking stupid. A lot like the people.
Yeah. A lot of the people that started this shit. I don't know. Are you gonna buy land in the metaverse? You're a big land guy.
Yeah, with all my Bitcoin. I see people doing that now, and I'm either like, you look fucking stupid, or in 10 years, I'm going to be like, I look pretty dumb now, don't I?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They're basically trying to get you to get in on what they're doing because they're going to say it's going to make a lot of money and you're going to miss out.
Yeah.
They're selling FOMO is what they're selling.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got to get in now before there's no more left. It's like, you just made it up yesterday. We can make more metaverse, right? Like, who gives a fuck?
And isn't also one solar flare and this fucking metaverse is gone?
Well, and they've already hacked Bitcoin. I thought its big thing was that it can't get hacked. 2 fucking jerk-offs sitting in Astoria, Queens stole $4.5 billion of it.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Queens boy?
Believe me, I wish I did. My fucking first, I said to Jeff when the story came out, I was sitting next to him, fucking bar, just like going through my stupid Instagram. I was like, dude, they got $4.5 billion and they didn't run away to Belize. Just go to a country without extradition. What the fuck are you doing sitting here?
We went down, we got 40 pounds of capicola. Because I got the money now, Ma.
But why wouldn't they just leave? I don't know. These people, again, stupid. Stupid people.
Yeah. And that's a different type. That's those fucking New York guys.
No, it was actually it was like a Ukrainian dude and a
New York guys.
And I don't know where his girlfriend's from. It was just some white chick who was also she was a Forbes. She was a writer for Forbes.
Mm-hmm.
She did like some freelancing for them, and she was a self-proclaimed hip hop star.
Nice.
And her rhymes.
And that's how hip hop works.
Tragic.
Self-proclaimed. That's how
much like comedy.
That's how Eminem did it. That's how Snoop.
I know he took a knee last night.
Yeah.
Ooh, big doings. Who gives a fuck about this shit anymore?
Yeah.
Especially Eminem. He hasn't. I mean, has he put out a new album? In the last 5 years?
I think.
Oh, that's
maybe.
right. That one with that terrible video. That album was garbage.
Yeah.
I think Eminem's always been overrated, but that's I've said that before.
He's a bit of a one-trick pony.
I mean, people just like if a black guy rhymed like him, no one would be impressed. Let's be honest here. I'm gonna say it. Like fuck that. Like a lot of his fame is because he's a white guy who can rhyme.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But there's a fucking 20,000 black rappers out there, so like it's just more impressive that this white guy can do it.
I don't know if a black guy rhymed like that and never once said the N-word. That would be pretty amazing.
You make a good point. You make a good point. Yeah, no one's pulling Fetty Wap off of Spotify for how many times he says the N-word.
10 albums, not in here.
Little Uzi Vert hasn't once been removed from a streaming platform for his egregious use of the N-word. And the funny thing is, I don't even know any one of those guys' songs. I just know that they're new artists out there. They're like the new. I don't know he's a Young Buck, the engineer. Who's like the hot new hip hop artist right now? Yeah, even Travis Scott. What did he get canceled for? Travis Scott got canceled.
He killed some people.
Oh, at the concert, yeah.
Yeah, that was totally his fault. He,
twice the number of
picked
people.
The venue, put out the staging.
Yeah. Where are the Democrats coming out against this? That's twice as many people as died of the insurrection. You know? He is so he is technically worse than Donald Trump.
And this was real too.
Yeah, this was.
This wasn't a big fucking play.
This wasn't a ruse,
but it was,
propagated by the fucking what is it?
FBI,
Antifa.
Man.
Yeah, FBI and Antifa.
I love the idea that there was
Joe Rogan is pushing that idea that the FBI started the January 6th insurrection.
Well, they were definitely involved. They definitely had people in amongst them.
rabble rousing.
Yeah, well, what are they called?
Agent provocateurs.
Yeah, I love the idea that they were same guys were there as were at like Black Lives Matter ones.
Yeah,
they did it there too. But then January 6th, they were like, dude, we barely had to provocateur them. Like, they were ready.
Them. I honestly think Joe Rogan likes talking about it just because he likes saying agent provocateur.
It's fun, yeah.
He says it a lot.
You want to have a little mustache.
Yeah, he says he does say it a lot. All right, you want to get to a little news here?
Shortly.
Well, this is apropos of the day. These sex positions will help you burn the most calories on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I assume on any day, but Valentine's Day. Blah, blah, blah.
Vertical 69.
Yeah, actually, let me start there. Yeah, what do you think is the most calorie burning sex position?
Fighting the black guy that's fucking your wife.
Yeah, I guess a cuckold situation where you have to fight the guy off.
Yeah, that'll put down some calories.
I would think for a woman a gangbang.
Sure.
But I guess they're not doing a lot of the work.
Yeah.
So that's, well, I mean, I guess if does a punching bag burn calories? Like the bag getting punched, if it were a person, does it burn calories? Does getting hit burn calories?
This gangbang escalated, by the way.
Well, I'm just talking about hammering.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's essentially what's going on. They're punching with their
Yeah,
dicks.
no, you can lose weight by getting just beat up constantly.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, let's see what it is. I'm curious here because they put Fitbits on like 211 people.
Okay, who are these people, and how, are they?
Whoever agreed to do this fucking study.
211, and an odd number of people, so it's not even fucking each other.
I said it's a gangbang.
Just
this is all.
Put them on cock rings on them and send them out in the world.
Oh, yeah, the 11 is interesting. Oh, couples. Sorry, 211 couples.
Okay.
I guess it was 210 versus 1.
211 couples, and 4 of them fucked. And here is the data we got.
It says, according to From Mars, the butter churner is the best known position for men looking to lose weight, as they'll burn an impressive 211 calories over a 30-minute span.
Okay. I think I have an idea.
Isn't that called the butter churner? Is that called the jackhammer?
There's some woke way to call it now, yeah.
Okay.
They're like, don't stop hammering.
Oh, it's the race position, also known as the squat thruster. No, it's the jackhammer.
Yeah, jackhammer. Yeah, but they're trying to feminize pile driving.
Yeah, it's pile driving. That's what's going on right here. Oh, whoa, listen to this. Although the man is still doing most of the work, the butter churner burns 179 calories for the woman. So you do burn calories getting pounded.
You got to hold herself up, too.
I guess it's like a yoga position for them.
Yeah.
It's more core work for them.
Yeah.
And it's more leg work for the guy.
And they're probably complaining about how the guy gets more work.
You know they are. The second one is standing up sex is also a weight loss burner for both sexes. Men burn 198 calories in 30 minutes. Women burn 145. How do they can't just keep up with the burning calories, huh?
No, man. They,
It's a half an hour of doggy style sex, for instance, will cost a male partner 182 calories, but only 103 for the woman.
Yeah.
So doggy style, I guess, is the lazy position for chicks.
Yeah, for sure. That and just spooning sex, I feel like, would be the laziest.
Spooning.
Just like laying side by side,
Yeah.
But
that's not great sex.
It worked for Gyllenhaal and fucking the Joker there in Brokeback Mountain. That's how they were doing it.
Gyllenhaal and the Joker.
Yeah. That's what that movie should have been called, Gyllenhaal and the Joker.
What's your go-to position? What's your fave?
Great question. I gotta say it's usually her on top in front of a window and
you pushing her out of it.
Just like to hang her head over it.
Classics. Let the neighbor know what's going on.
It's the only way she'll come. No, I don't. It all depends. If you're tired and shit, sometimes the old just roll over and get it out. Then other times, I like to rotate through maybe 2, 3 in a session.
Say, how many positions do you go for?
Yeah,
I feel like if you do more than 4, you're either trying to show off. It's like the first time you're like, hey, let's see what I can do here, or you did too much coke and you can't come.
It's probably the latter. And anytime that I've had that happen, it's definitely drug fueled. It's never the goal to be like, let's get through 4 or 5 pages of the Kama Sutra.
And then women talk about how long they want men to go, but I feel like anything over like fucking, like if you do like
Anything longer than like commercial break? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, if you're trying to be a hero, like you gotta keep it under 22 minutes, like a sitcom without commercials. Like, and that includes all the foreplay. You know, like fucking wrap it up. I got shit to do. You know, like I don't have time to sit through a Sopranos episode. I got a Seinfeld in me. You know, that's kind of you know, or at least I get hungry. I get bored.
Yeah. You have the attention span of a golden retriever.
Yeah, you know.
You're like
it's a problem. It's a problem. I have to take an Adderall before sex to be interested, but then I lose interest. Yeah.
Start thinking about like, I should clean this room. Yeah, I'd say 20 minutes to an hour is
an hour
acceptable
time. What are you doing for an hour?
Fucking
just pounding away one position, the butter churner for an hour. You get your workout in.
Yep. With the Fitbit on.
Is Barry's boot camp for you?
8 more minutes, baby. Don't worry, we're almost.
I'm sure your neck hurts from being bent up like that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I can only come when this thing tells me.
I can only come when you look at me while I'm taking a shit.
That's what you do.
Yeah. Hey, I was going to ask you, did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got a little stoned before the show.
Nice.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the halftime show. So did you know? I see a story here. So Snoop Dogg got caught smoking in the tunnel right before he came up.
Nice.
And there were like some concerns apparently over his outfit that it might be too gang related.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what I want to talk about is
Snoop Dogg, the guy who's a judge on the Go Big show on TBS. They're worried that he might be too out there to.
But I want to talk about Snoop Dogg in general, like how fucking wildly mainstream he's gone.
Yeah.
He had a murder rap when he came out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's been a lot of allegations against him. Obviously, smokes a lot of dope.
Yeah.
And now he is like a beloved household name.
He's Uncle Snoopy.
I know. And do you think it's his own transition or the fact that we all got fucking old and we just always loved him? Basically, is he our Michael Jackson? Not to say that he's touching boys, but, you know, like Michael could do no wrong for a certain generation of people.
Yeah.
You know, Snoop could do no wrong for us.
Yeah. I think it's a combo of that. It's a combo of him not wanting to have to worry about fucking getting killed. I think for a lot of guys going through that part, we're like, hey, how do I get a little more stable around here? When they would have like things like be on a record label and then that guy would just go to fucking jail. You go, maybe I should get away from these people and get some, you know, good Jews on my team and fucking clean up the image a little bit.
Snoop,
I think that
famously lived in like an old age community for a while, I believe.
That halftime show was it was a farewell to black people in Compton, is what it was. Now that SoFi Stadium is there, they're like, so you can see these came out of here. This will never happen again. Artists like this will never come out of this area. And they were just said, you know, like, say goodbye, and now white people own your homes.
Yeah, a lot of jokes about 50 Cent getting fat. It's like, dude, he was still in pretty good shape. Give him a break.
Yeah.
Give him a break. I saw that meme fucking everywhere. You know, with inflation, 50 cents a dollar. It's like yuck. Would you shut your microphone off? Ding ding.
No, I didn't know if there was if I turned it up or something. If there's a switch on that.
What was the last one I wanted to get to here?
No, you're good. Okay, it just got louder in my head. That was all. No worries.
What? The mic's fine. Technical difficulties, folks.
The engineer's like, don't touch anything.
Stop touching
right?
this shit. Oh yeah, that's right. I keep losing. I'm so stoned I can't fucking find the article. No, so apparently the Clintons.
Yeah,
you heard this?
No,
they got caught spying on Donald Trump.
I did. Yeah. Never mind. I did hear about this.
That's the news, and I've heard this title.
Yeah.
But it's such a blip, and I want to know if it's the conspiracy to cover up here. But apparently, Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign paid an internet company to quote infiltrate servers at Trump Tower in the White House in order to link Donald Trump to Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to know where this finding came from, but it says the Friday filing from a Department of Justice prosecutor tasked with investigating the origins of the FBI's Russia probe served to throw cold water on Democrats' long-standing allegations of collusion. Special counsel John Durham has filed a motion related to potential conflicts of interest in connection with the case in the Clinton campaign. Now, do you think this woman's going to run again? Because I talked about it a little bit with Alex last week. He said she's thinking about it, and she's got to be out of her mind.
Yeah, I mean, if she does, it's because they're like, hey, don't worry about it. We got all the voting machines locked up, all right? We got you with the win, no problem.
Do you think she's as bad as they make her out to be?
Worse.
No, in the sense that, like, is she really... look, let's be honest. Republicans were trying to pull their own tricks.
Oh, they're all terrible people.
Yeah.
They are all terrible people. But one side...
But she seems not successful at anything. She seems very unsuccessful at achieving these wildly fantastical claims.
Yeah.
Like, if she was that badass, she'd be in power. Instead, she's watching Bill Clinton's neck sag. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not doing shit.
I think they are in power. I think they're...
Well, I mean, they're certainly stealing money.
And still just as influential. I mean, they got a fucking water brain in the, presidency right now who he's not running the show. There are people behind the scenes that are actually making the shots and calls, and I think it's the upper echelon of the Democratic Party, which they live in tunnels under the sea. But I think those, that's still like the Clintons, the Obamas, the Schumers, they're still people that are really calling the shots because nobody actually thinks people are going, Joe, what do we do?
Yeah.
And he comes out with a fucking answer. Yeah.
Do you think he makes it through his first term? Think he dies? How the fuck did he not die of COVID? To be honest with you,
I think even if he did, we wouldn't hear about it. We would not hear he died.
Oh, you think like birds aren't real? Joe Biden isn't real.
Yeah,
they just put up a fucking a robot.
They would just keep something there. Keep him there. This is what I'm looking forward to. We have the State of the Union coming up in beginning of March, and he's going to try and talk for
power through an hour of that.
Yeah, that scene in like Captain America where he comes out of the thing and he's like all big and shit. They're doing that to him right now with drugs, just pumping him into him.
I think they're going to give him just a fat line of coke right before he goes out there to keep him awake.
But I don't know. We have Hillary would. If anybody's going to go run against it, if say Joe doesn't run and it's Kamala decides to.
I wonder that last week. She might be more disliked than Hillary Clinton.
She's the most disliked vice president in history, and Aaron Burr killed a guy. He killed that fucking Puerto Rican rapper there, Hamilton, and people still hate her more.
He killed the much beloved Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, and people still hate her more than him.
She's been so not around. What did she do that made people hate her? I mean, besides all previously before she was the vice president.
Yeah.
She had a horrible record on crime.
Yeah.
And prosecutions. But what is she? Because I feel like she hasn't done shit in office.
Because she can't. They put her on TV once, and they're like, "Hey,"
and she was so disliked.
It's NBC. They want you. You're fucking diverse and everything they've been asking for. Just don't fuck it up. And she's like, "Ha ha ha ha," and like couldn't not fuck it up. Yeah, just could not hold her shit together, couldn't answer, same thing. The weird thing is she is sometimes concisely and like poignantly answering questions, but with the same jumble that Biden would give for an answer.
Oh, no.
There was a thing the other day, she's like, the time is now to do time, and what we've done is what we've been doing all along.
Dude, I don't know how the Democratic Party can do. Hey, girlie. How the Democratic Party does this, but like they picked a guy who certainly can't make it through one term, barely, and then put the most dislikable person behind him.
Yeah.
Like, was it Michelle Obama not available? You know what I'm saying? Like her count is pretty far. Well, she's got a lot of engagements now, making money for $250,000 a speech.
Yeah, I don't think I mean, everybody talked about how she would win and that she's likable, but I just don't think they want anything to do with it anymore. I think they want to be kind of fucking out of that. They want to be movie producers and be famous and not
picked Liz
hated.
Cheney.
Liz Cheney.
Make it interesting.
Yeah. Is she the lesbian one, or is it like she have a sister or something? Because she's Dick Cheney's daughter,
I'm
right?
I'm going to go ahead and say that she's in Congress and she is a lesbian.
She is,
but she's Republican. I'll attribute both to her.
She's Republican lesbian.
Things happen, man.
No, I know. Lesbians will turn on gays in a second.
Yeah, they have a bloodlust, those two.
Yeah, they really don't.
It's like Puerto Ricans and Dominicans.
We put them together. They don't feel that same way.
Yeah. They don't feel that same way.
No. Name a single bar that's a gay and lesbian bar. They don't hang out.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, they don't. What
they have their own party in Boston during the Pride Parade.
Lesbians?
The lesbians have their own block party.
Nice, yeah.
It's just for the lesbians.
Yeah, I bet it's a real hoot.
I went to it twice, dude. It was a good time.
Good time?
Dude, it's the only time a chick will buy you a fucking drink.
Yay.
You know? I mean, you know, it's like, oh, an ally, let's get him a drink. Fucking right. You know, it's the only time a woman's ever bought me a drink.
Nice.
Shout out to all my lesbian listeners. I love you.
When you couldn't fuck them.
Well, I like lesbians. They don't like me, so they have good common sense.
Yeah.
So
I've been attracted to a few.
I have a thing for lesbian chicks.
Nice.
You know, like I said, they like what I like.
Yeah.
That's all it takes for me.
Intramural sports.
Speaking of duels, that's one thing you mentioned, Aaron Burr. I know you have a TikTok presence.
Sure do.
I know you post a lot of stand-up clips. They're all great. So follow Handren Seavey on that and on Instagram.
At Handren Seavey, Handren Seavey. Yep. San Diego, March 24th or 6th. It's that Thursday at the Madhouse Comedy Club. I will be headlining there.
Very nice. Ooh, good for you, buddy. Have you ever done any of the online challenges?
No.
Like, you know, Ice Bucket, Kiki.
No.
The drop challenges. A lot of challenges.
Yeah, no. And most of them are like, remember, what was that, Coney 2012?
Yeah, what was that Coney challenge?
It was just like, call out this guy because he's bad. And then it ends up like the guy who started the thing ends up jerking off in the street. You got to be careful. Like, same thing, Black Lives Matter. Did you post a black square? No, I waited to see what this was all about. And then it came out, you know, halfway through the day. Yeah. Hey, you're fucking up everything.
I also just stayed out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, you know, I post jokes, man.
There was one.
I don't wade into those waters at all on either side.
No, I will.
Know, I stay in my lane, which is making jokes about eating ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do, folks. So.
There was one that women really fucked up. And it was supposed to get the word out about abuse of women in Turkey. And instead it ended up just being a bunch of white women going back and forth going, I am a strong woman and I nominate my friend. And so it was just like this feed that was supposed to be.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. And then they never came back and apologized for that one.
Well, you know, women don't do that.
No, it's forward.
It's not for them.
Move
I don't
on.
like any of these challenges. I feel like the only challenge that would be cool is if you challenge someone to a duel and someone gets fucking shot. That's the internet challenge I want to start.
Okay.
Actually, go on the internet, challenge someone else to a traditional
Straight up duel
with those single shotguns, and hopefully one of you gets one of those round pellets in your fucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
That I would support.
Yeah, or just you nominate people to delete all of their social media.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Here's a real challenge.
Yeah.
Delete your Instagram.
And if you do, we will stop cancer in kids. Forever. We have a switch. It's been on this whole time. If you all stop it, we will stop it. And it'll be like, I guess some kids are gonna still
that's
die.
the thing about human beings. We will not lift a fucking finger to like, well, we end, you know, nuclear war. It's like, well, if you have to give up your fucking, you know, your TV remote,
first.
If you have to give up your TV remote to end global warming.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like Bill Maher said that on a special. But if you had to we can't even give up paper straws.
Yeah.
Or plastic straws.
Plastic straw.
We don't give a fuck.
No.
Like we really if it has to inconvenience me, I will not be participating. I don't give a shit.
And it's also because
mildly. I said even mildly. It's not like I have to give up my car so global warming can end. It's like, oh, you know, just use less gas. No, I'm driving wherever the fuck I gotta go. I don't give a shit.
And none of the people that are trying to enforce these or make these things happen, it's not follow by, you know,
lead by example.
Yeah,
no.
It's not lead by example. It's fucking, I'm going to do one thing, but you guys should stop doing this.
Yeah. You really should do that. People say that, you know, we should do something about the homeless situation. Well, what are you doing yourself? Yeah. You know, have you you know, hosed down a homeless guy and combed his hair, took him down to a fucking job
I have a
center?
solution. I was going to go around the other day and just start shooting him in the knee. Because I figured then somebody will come and pick him up and fucking move him and get him just like not kill and everybody just like
maim them.
Yeah, what do I got to do to get you help? Pap.
A little maiming.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm
pretty humane.
I'm behind it.
You say don't do it, and I say don't let them, you know, slowly rot to death on the sidewalk.
If you injure them enough without killing them, they could collect disability.
Yeah, there we go.
Get on the government teat because God knows
because they're all veterans.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it really is fucking sad how many of them are veterans.
Yeah.
So like 1 in 5 thing.
I've been working on this bit. Not a lot of people like to hear it, but about the veteran homeless encampment in Brentwood.
I was looking at this the other night.
Yeah, it's right along the cemetery, the veteran cemetery. There's a veteran homeless encampment, and so it's just a waiting line for the cemetery they've made there, and they're just, here's a.
They're sleeping atop their dead brethren.
Yeah. I think they give them a tent.
It's poetic in some ways.
Shovel and a gun with one bullet there. They just say, whenever you feel the time.
Tell them to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Well, on a happy note, we'll end right there. Promote your shows
Happy
again.
Valentine's Day, veterans.
Happy Valentine's Day, veterans. Follow Handren Seavey at Handren Seavey on all platforms, right?
On everything, yeah, at Handren Seavey. I got a special on YouTube that I just put out maybe a month ago called Chaos United. It's right at the top of my YouTube. But, check all that shit out.
Check that out. And then, again, check them out down at Madhouse in San Diego, March.
Here, let me pull up a calendar.
While you're doing that, I'll say my thank yous to the Laugh Factory in Las Vegas and to LA Comedy Club. Matt at the LA Comedy Club had a blast this weekend. I was in Vegas, just got back. That's why I'm all puffy-faced and fucked up again. But adding shows to a weekend's always good, and I added a couple shows, which is great.
March 24th, the Madhouse in San Diego, and then March 31st, Big Naturals is back at the Hollywood Improv.
Nice.
We got who do we got for that one? We got your buddy Jeff Dye, Sam Tripoli. If you liked what you heard here today?
Oh yeah, he's a kook.
Go see Sam Tripoli. Julia Austin, myself, Willie Simon, Kim McVicker, we're all on the show there.
Excellent. And then, I'll be down at Super Dope in Venice at the Townhouse.
Oh, nice.
Next Wednesday. I haven't done a show down in Venice in so fucking long. It's like pre-pandemic, man. For whatever reason, I don't do the beach shows.
Yeah, bring a gun.
So I'll be back down at the beach. And then I got, what else coming up? I got dates in Florida in March, but I'll get to that next week. But that's it for this one, guys. We love you. Check you next week. Peace.